Have you ever noticed how sometimes just a more attentive look can dismantle someone from the inside? Maybe you felt this, those almost imperceptible moments when he, so confident and in control, feels off balance when he's with you. Not because you did anything special, but simply because, effortlessly, you saw what he tries to hide from the world. And that disarms him. Truly seeing someone is a powerful act. And that's exactly what's happening. The angels whisper that this man feels something beyond attraction. It's as if you've placed a mirror in front of him, but not an ordinary mirror. A soul mirror. A reflection that reveals his unspoken pain, the dreams he has stifled, the parts of him that no one has ever been able to reach. Until you. He feels that, for the first time, someone looks beyond what he shows. You notice his pauses. You understand his silences. You know when he smiles just to hold back tears. And this, which should bring him closer, paradoxically pushes him away, out of pure fear. The fear of being completely seen. And worse, the fear of being rejected afterward. Because the truth is, he has spent a good part of his life building armor, creating characters, playing roles that he no longer knows if he chose or inherited. And then you showed up. With your lightness, your intuition, your emotional clarity. And you saw everything. And more. You didn't pull back. You stayed. You looked deep into his eyes and said, even in silence, "I see you." And those unspoken words reverberate within him to this day. So don't be confused if he sometimes distances himself. If he seems indecisive, absent, or even cold. It's his heart trying to protect itself from what is already completely surrendered. Because this connection is not just rare, it's too deep for him to pretend he doesn't feel. The angels reveal that he has never met anyone who made him feel so exposed. And yet, safe. This is new. It's frightening. But it's also liberating. You free him from his masks. And no matter how hard he tries to maintain control, your presence breaks through every barrier he spent years building. Not with demands, but with kindness, with understanding. With a presence so complete that he can no longer hide. He has tried to rationalize what he feels for you. He listed reasons, built logical barriers, distanced himself. But none of those strategies erased the feeling that, by your side, he is more authentic, more whole, more himself. And that is what frightens him the most, and attracts him. There is something you awaken in him. A desire to heal, to surrender, to allow himself to live something real. But this desire conflicts with his traumas, with past experiences that left deep scars. You, with your intuitive heart and welcoming presence, arrived like a bridge between who he is and who he can be if he has the courage to allow himself. And the angels say, keep being that bridge. Even if he hesitates, even if it takes a while to cross. Your role is not to carry him, but to be a beacon, to show without haste that there is a safe path, a love that does not demand perfection, just truth. Now, take a deep breath, because you are in a very special moment, where your energy can not only heal this man but also reaffirm the woman that you are, intuitive, strong, sensitive, and powerful. He has already noticed this. And even if he doesn't say it, he observes you. He admires you. He sees how you care, how you intuit, how you feel even before the words. He is learning from you to love with more courage. And that is why the angels say, don't give up. This man is transforming. Slowly. Deeply. And you are a key part of this process. But, be careful. This doesn't mean you should lose yourself for him. On the contrary, the angels remind you that your shine is what started all of this. And it is what needs to keep shining, for you, above all. And what if, at some point, his fear rises to the surface and he pulls away? Don't take that as rejection. Consider it part of the journey. Because men who truly feel seen take time to accept that they deserve this love. But when they do accept it, they never let it go. Now, tell me, have you felt that too? That invisible force pulling you back to him, even when everything suggests otherwise. This is the universe confirming. There's something greater guiding all of this. And if you've made it this far, it's because the angels wanted you to hear this truth. But before we continue, write in the comments now, I see beyond. This simple gesture is your way of telling the universe that you're ready to experience love with all the intensity and truth you carry within you. Because what comes next is even deeper. He might try to hide it, but you can feel it. You feel it in the way his gaze sometimes drifts when he sees you. You feel it in his silence, which holds more confessions than any declaration. You feel it in the way he contradicts himself, wanting to be close, but fearing what that will awaken inside him. And no matter how much he tries to maintain control, there's something in you that has already dismantled all his defenses. Maybe he will never say it out loud, but the angels reveal. He has already chosen you in his heart. And that choice frightens him, precisely because it's the first time he isn't sure how to act. Everything he has learned about love, the games, the protections, simply doesn't work with you. You don't want a character. You want the truth. And that is an invitation to vulnerability that he has never received before. The angels whisper that this man has a past marked by disappointments, stories where loving meant losing something, losing autonomy, losing himself. That's why he learned to keep love at a safe distance. But with you, it's different. You don't ask him to lose himself. You offer him the chance to find himself. And that's why, even while fighting against it, he comes back. Not always with words. Sometimes with gestures. Other times, with a quiet presence. But he returns. Because his energy is the only place where he feels whole. However, this transformation isn't linear. It goes back and forth. It moves forward and then retreats. And here comes something essential. You're not here to wait for anyone. You're here to remind yourself every day of the extraordinary woman that you are. The woman who sees beyond appearances. Who feels deeply. Who loves truly, but never sacrifices her essence to fit into someone else's world. The angels say, the more you are yourself, the more he will understand that true love doesn't imprison. It frees. It doesn't suffocate. It expands. Maybe right now he's still in silence. But that silence isn't empty. He's processing, revisiting old wounds, questioning his own patterns. And all of this, because you challenged him to feel. And feeling for him is like opening a door that has always been locked. But on the other side, there's a real chance for happiness. You don't need to do anything besides continue being that lighthouse. And, above all, trust. Trust that if this connection has been able to shake his foundations, it's because it has a greater purpose. Trust that the angels are at work, even when everything seems still. Trust that true love doesn't need constant proof. It manifests in the alignment between feeling and action. And if you feel he's at a standstill, remember, great transformations begin with small cracks. He has already started to break down his own armor. Slowly. In his own time. But you have already changed everything. And here, in this exact moment, the angels ask for something very special. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. And repeat to yourself, I am deserving of a love that sees me completely. Because that's what's blossoming. A love that doesn't require masks. That isn't afraid of intensity. That begins when two souls decide to truly see each other. And even if he doesn't yet know how to cross this bridge, you are already the light that guides him. Get ready, because he will come back. But not in the same way as before. He will return more aware, more vulnerable, more of a man. And when that happens, the whole universe will conspire to ensure your meeting happens the right way, at the right time, with the right truth. In the meantime, keep being you, the woman who sees, who feels, who transforms, and who, with all her light, has already begun to heal a heart that didn't even know it needed healing. Maybe you're wondering, what if all of this is just in my head? What if he doesn't feel the same? That doubt is understandable. After all, you are made of sensitivity, but also of reason. You've had your heart broken before, you've trusted too much, you've dived into stories that seemed promising, but left you with more questions than answers. But this time, something is different. You feel it in the nuances. In the way he seeks your presence even when he says he's busy. In the way his words take on a different tone when directed at you. In how he talks about the future. And even without realizing it, includes you in it. It's as if his heart is calling out to you, even when his mind tries to deny it. The angels show that there's a battle happening within this man. Not against you, but against everything that has led him to believe about love, surrender, and worthiness. He grew up hearing that he couldn't show weakness. That feelings were a sign of losing control. That loving was a risk not worth taking. So he learned to build walls. To keep his emotions silent. To survive in the shallow. But then you appeared. With a depth that both frightens and fascinates. With a gaze that pierces through. With a presence that makes you question everything you thought you knew about yourself. You are different from anyone he's ever known. And he knows it. So don't be mistaken. Even in the moments he seems distant, there's a part of him that never left you. A part that holds each memory, every conversation, every shared laugh. A part that carries you in his thoughts, even when his lips fall silent. He might not admit it, but he misses you. And more than that, he feels your presence. Even on the days when you try to pull away. Even on the nights when you decide to move on. Because there is an invisible bond between you. Not one of possession, but of recognition. A connection that cannot be explained, only felt. And this changes him. The man who hesitates today is the same one who is slowly finding the courage to be more than he has been so far. Not out of pressure. Not out of obligation. But because he wants to become someone worthy of you. And that, dear soul, is rare. The angels reveal that a turning point is approaching. A moment when he will need to make a choice. Continue running or allow himself to live what he feels. And you will be the central piece in that decision. So, keep your light shining. Continue living your life. Cultivating your peace. Strengthening your essence. Because it is precisely this glow of yours, authentic, steady, serene, that guides him back to himself, and to you. The angels say, he hasn't forgotten you. In fact, he never could. And even if he still lacks the words, gestures, or courage, there is already a spiritual movement underway. An invisible preparation for everything to align at the right moment. But in the meantime, there is something you need to do. Look at yourself with the same kindness with which you look at him. Acknowledge the incredible woman you are. The woman who sees, feels, embraces, who loves truthfully, but doesn't forget to love herself as well. Because when you see yourself with the eyes of your soul, the world around you starts to see you the same way. And that includes him. The angels remind you, you are never alone. Every tear that fell in silence, every prayer said in the dark, every doubt-laden thought has been heard and is being answered. With time, with purpose, with love. And that love that seems far away now is closer than you think. Now that you know how much you impact this man, and how the angels are guiding every step of this connection, it's time for the most sensitive moment of all. The moment to decide how you want to experience this love. Because, you see, you are not at his mercy. You are not waiting to be chosen. You already have been. By the universe. By spirituality. And, more deeply than he can admit, by his heart as well. But true love, the kind that transforms, heals, and uplifts, starts from within. It begins with you choosing yourself. Choosing peace over anxiety. Self-care over neediness. Truth over illusion. And it's precisely when you do this, when you choose to remain whole even in the face of absence, that this man starts to understand what truly matters. Because there is no greater force than a woman who loves, without losing herself. And the angels reveal something precious here. This man is about to take action. Perhaps with a message. A reunion. An unexpected gesture. Because he feels that if he continues to deny this love, something essential within him will be lost. He is being pushed by life to make bolder choices. To shed old pride. To release limiting beliefs. To open his heart, even while trembling. And the truth is that he will only be able to do this because he saw in you what it means to love with the soul. You were the example. The mirror. The awakening. And now, he wants to be a part of it. But here's where the turning point lies. This reunion needs to happen on equal ground. With commitment from both sides. With emotional availability. With relational responsibility. You are not here to carry anyone. You are here to experience a love that adds, that expands, that honors you. So yes, he will seek you out. But when that happens, the angels ask, receive him with your heart, but also with wisdom. Listen not only to his words but to his actions. Notice if he is willing to walk beside you in truth, and not just to ease the longing. Because you deserve a whole love. The kind of love that doesn't run away when it feels. That doesn't hide when it hurts. That doesn't freeze when it encounters someone capable of seeing the soul. You deserve the love that stays. And he is slowly discovering how to be that love. Because even if life has taught him to run, you have taught him to return. To return to himself. To return to what is real. To return to you. Now, if all of this has touched your heart, if you feel this message is for you, the angels ask for just one thing. Leave your energy recorded. Write in the comments now, I choose to be seen, and to see myself fully. This simple act sends a powerful message to the universe, that you are ready. Ready to live a true love. Ready to be embraced with the same depth you offer. Ready for a new beginning, with or without him, but never again alone within. And if he chooses to come, let him come completely. Because the woman you are today will no longer accept halves. She accepts soul. She accepts presence. She accepts truth. You made him feel truly seen, and that scared him. But it also set him free. And now, it's up to him to decide if he has the courage to live the love that the universe has destined for you. You are already ready. And the angels are applauding your light.